Hey, everybody, it's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. On the hill here today, Garrett Cole.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ready to go now? Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. That one off the mark, and that's ball one.
One ball, no strike.
And a pitch.
Oh.
That one finds the corner, and it's 2-1 now. And there's a ball.
3-1.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Cole a check to first, and he dives back in safely. Cole, in his 12th season, 34-year-old vet, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ball one there.
Runner.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes in the dirt.
One ball.
And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. That one ripped. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. The relay throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's 1-0. And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
You know, Boog, it's nice to see Garrett Cole on the mound today. He finally won a Cy Young Award in 2023, and for a while there, he seemed like the best pitcher in baseball without the award. And Cole's Cy Young Award season wasn't a huge surprise either. He led the American League in innings pitched and ERA. Good things usually happen when you put those two things together, and it certainly worked out for him.
So a man at first. Now batting Tristan Casas. Roll to short, could be two. Off balance speed, there's one. And that's two. One run on one base hit, no errors, no one left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Yankees coming to bat. back here in New York. And today's starter, Garrett Crochet. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter. And really, he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Anthony Volpe, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That's outside, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Little chopper rolls foul. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. And that misses. 3-2 now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Three, 2. That one down the line. And he beats it. He's safe.
Tremendous stop right there. Impressive, but just a little tardy on the exchange. And with good speed going up the line, that cost him. Great hustle for the infield hit.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Late on that fastball.
No ball. 1 strike.
Volpe aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the 0-2. Just missed. Runner at first with no outs here.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Pitch misses there. 3-2 now.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That's ripped. Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here is Aaron Judge. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
And the 1-0. Lifted in the air right center field. Abreu on the move. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. And let's take a look at the lineup. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And that is out of play. Ground ball right side, could be two. Good feed, that's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch just misses.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
And that's a little bit high. And the count is 2-0. Tied up here in the early going. That one finds the zone, and a count 2-1. And that's too high.
3-1.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, 2 outs. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. And that one fouled off. First and second, 2 down. In for a strike, and the count is 0-2. That's a ball, went with the sweeper. That's inside. 2-2. In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Ground ball left side, down the line, and it's foul. Two on, 2 outs. Got him! And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. Second inning coming up in the Bronx. All tied 1-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, at the plate, Trevor Story. Cole back to work. There's the strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Fastball for a strike.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Outside low, now 2-2. And a breaking ball misses outside. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Masataka Yoshida, the next to hit, takes ball 1. One out, bases empty. Next offering upstairs. Now one missed. Here's a 3-0. Hit in the air, center field. 2 down.
The right fielder, Wilyer.
2 down, base is empty. Wilyer Abreu, the next to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air to left center. And that's the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 2nd, tied at 1. Back in New York, we head to the bottom of the 2nd, and the batter now, Paul Goldschmidt. Sliced hard but foul. Line drive. Reaching for it and brings it in.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. And down on strikes. That's out number 2.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
And another ball. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. And that's off the inside edge. Full count, 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. All tied 1-1. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Next offering is in for a strike. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
And he grounds one to the right side. Goldie takes it himself. One up, one down.
Batting up, the center fielder, number 3,
Ceddanne Rafaela now at the plate. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That clips the corner.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
One down, base is empty.
Ball 2.
Cabrera fires across the diamond. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
And he looked a little tentative on that swing, almost like he didn't get pitch recognition and tried to slow his bat down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and putting it in play, have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
And it's fouled away. Next pitch is outside.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Swing and a ground ball. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Red Sox go down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back in the Bronx. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. And foul ball. Not close with that one. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Duran settles under this one, makes the grab, 1 away.
The batter, number 13, second baseman.
So up next, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Just missed. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And that's the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On to inning number 4. All tied 1-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders' inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And a strike to Devers. Devers, an all-star a season ago, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. One down, base is empty, and takes low for ball 1. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That misses the zone. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That's inside.
That's inside.
And the count even 1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
In the dirt, and it's 2-2.
2-2.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. Down in order go the Red Sox. Score remains tied 1-1. Ready to go, bottom four. Here comes Cody Bellinger. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses. Got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
On the ground, Bregman handles. Tosses to first. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Showed us right there why he's considered one of the best middle infielders in the sport. That's always a tough play going up the middle on the backhand. But what really made this play happen was that quick release, smooth exchange, and that was as smooth as it gets. And it had to be with the wheels going down the line.
Here's Stanton now, and misses inside. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And a foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Way high with that one. And that is ball one. Just missed. Up the middle. Story handles, throws to first, and the Yanks go quietly. So the Yanks go in order. Still tied 1-1. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Trevor Story. Cole back to work. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
You know, these Red Sox just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Everything in that at-bat was away until the final pitch. 3 pitches in a row on the outside part of the plate. And, of course, that gets you conditioned to look out there, maybe a little bit out on your toes. So a great call on pitch number 4 to just hit that inside part of the plate and freeze him for strike 3.
So now here's the DH. Masataka Yoshida. Fought off foul. Off the mark there. And it's 1-1.
One ball, 1 strike.
just missed. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1. And he walked him.
Take a base.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Go ahead run on base. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down that time. Last half of the fifth coming up. All tied 1-1. Back for more from the Bronx. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. That misses the zone. 1-0. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Josh Winkowski appears to be getting loose. Bernardino getting cranked up as well. Inside, just missed. And that's way high, and it's 3-2. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
And here is Jason Dominguez. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one's in there, 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Close, but called a ball. And now it's even 1-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Nobody out, runner at first. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. A switch hitter batting right. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And that one is lifted in the air. It gets down, a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Garrett Crochet departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Josh Winkowski.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So because of the injury, a replacement needed at third. Pinch running here, DJ LeMahieu. And now Anthony Volpe. He is singled and he is flied to left. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one's carrying. Out of here. He hammers one out to right. It's 4-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
One down. And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And there's a strike. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit.
Drilled out towards left center field. Makes the catch for the out.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, you're trying to put me out of business, aren't you? And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 3rd out. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 4-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Now into the ball game on defense, DJ LeMahieu. He takes over as the new first baseman. So stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. In the air, right side. Judge is under it. 1 down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Rafaela at the plate now. That's ball 1. Yankees up by 3. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Just missed. The Yankees leading by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. There's a strike. through there, got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Bellinger under it, squeezes it, and that is that. So they go quietly there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Red Sox 1. Well, we go bottom 6. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt. And a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as a... Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Man at first, nobody out. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. He is struck out, and he is walked. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. Towering home run from Stanton, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Josh Winkowski done for the day, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Richard Fitz.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Tap foul at the plate. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that one is inside ball 1. Swings through it for the K. Gassed it right by him.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
DJ LeMahieu in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Ground ball up the middle. Bregman on to first. Just got him on that one.
Impressive backhand stop, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take that extra step, which could have cost him. But good job to make sure he got a good handle on it, and he got off a good strong throw to still get the out.
So 2 down now, and here is Jason Dominguez. And
That's
ball 1. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
That's the ball.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that ends the inning. Giancarlo Stanton flexing that big-time power swing. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back now in the Bronx, and now it's Alex Bregman. And he deals. Pulls that one foul. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Outside low, 2-1. There's a strike.
2-2.
Next offering is down low.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Devers now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs. And the count is 2-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first.
He's out.
Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Casas
Ball.
up for the third time here. Watches
ball,
that one
no strike.
miss.
Two and oh.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is downstairs. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Story in the box again. Takes a strike. Casas leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Ball one.
Squirts away a little bit. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. And the Red Sox leave 1. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Bottom of the inning. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. In his rookie season, 25 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick in 2021. Activity in the bullpen. Greg Weiser getting loose out there. Bernardino getting loose as well. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 2-0. That's hard hit on the line. Rafaela puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Anthony.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Anthony Volpe. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
The batter, number 3.
Here's